Hey everyone. I just wanted to talk about this situation with Kyle Rittenhouse. Since everyone else is talking about it, this is probably going to go up on a separate channel from the one that I'm currently using, which is Bray Ross. But there are some issues in the way people are talking about this, and speaking mostly from libertarians because I'm used to the right wing being crazy, and I'm used to the left wing being crazy. But I'm not used to libertarians completely gutting their own arguments just for for the approval of people who are on the right or on the left. We had a problem with this a long time ago, back when we saw Gary Johnson running all the time, who was a professional panderer. But I'm going to go a completely different route with this. I first off going to say outright it was 100% self-defense. The only footage that was new to me in this trial that I had not seen 2 weeks out from the shooting was the drone footage from the FBI. All of the rest of it I had already seen within those first 2 weeks. In fact, I saw more video than was ever even brought up in the trial. And it was a clear cut case of self defense. There's no two ways about it. It was 100% self defense. At the same time, I'm not with the right when it comes to saying that Kyle was a hero, because I really don't see that. If there's anyone in this situation that are heroes, it is the members of the jury, because they heard protesters screaming outside not to follow the law, and the jury upheld the law. That is heroic. However, I do have a middle ground where I disagree with libertarian talking heads, where a lot of libertarians are, they're saying that he was a dumb kid who had no business being there. And I don't agree with that. So let's start with the dumb kid thing. He was 17 years old. He was 1 year younger than the socially accepted milestone where you become a member of functional society. Problem with that is 90% of libertarians see that number 18 as a purely arbitrary milestone. And it is a purely arbitrary milestone. So he wasn't a dumb kid. The second part, where he had no business being there, is also a lie. Because I know everybody was just fed, oh, well, he's from Antioch. He had to cross state lines. True story. Rosenbaum, Huber, and Gage all traveled further to get to Kenosha than Kyle did. So that's already out of the window. The rioting communists drove farther to get to Kenosha than Kyle did. Part number two on that. Kyle's dad and grandparents both lived in Kenosha. His friend, who he got the rifle from, lived in downtown Kenosha. He was the most immediate person in danger. But his grandparents also own properties in downtown Kenosha. And what else are you going to do at that point? The police had been ordered to stand down, which meant they were being told, when things are burning and people are being assaulted in the street, you do nothing. So what does that create? It creates an imperative for vigilantism. This is exactly what libertarians advocate in the absence of the state. When society collapses, vigilantism becomes necessary, and every libertarian advocates that. All of them. Even talking heads like Tyler or Hody. they advocate these exact same principles. When your society collapses, it is your duty to help your community. So what else is going to do? The police have been ordered to stand down. The city that he lived part-time in and worked in was being burned to the ground. So what's he do? He goes early in the day. That's another thing people don't realize. He wasn't just there at night. He had been there the whole day. He was scrubbing graffiti. He was cleaning trash off the streets. He was helping, clear debris from the night before where the fires were just set randomly throughout the blocks. And then when the protests came, he, along with the rest of the members in his militia group, met with the official chapter of BLM Kenosha. And they told them, we are not here to hurt you. We are here to prevent property from being destroyed. We are here to provide medical aid to protesters who are harmed by the police. And we will not protect the police from you. That's not what we're here to do. The government caused the problem, and with that can be a completely separate video because, I'm not getting into the rigmarole about Jacob Blake right now. But they told them, the government created this problem that you have. We are not going to protect the government from you, but we are going to protect the community from anyone who comes in here trying to destroy it. That's incredibly libertarian. Like, so libertarian, it hurts. But people are mad because this young bootlicker of America, Kyle Rittenhouse, went out and did the things that libertarians say that you do in that situation. And libertarians are mad because Kyle Rittenhouse put his money where his mouth is. He went and lived those principles. Whereas people like Tyler and Hody put their mouth where the money is. So they just repeat this NPC talking point. He crossed state lines. Dumb kid. Didn't have business there. Because they're salty. They're salty that a 17-year-old kid did the very things that they claim they would do. Except they were too busy ranting about it in their basement. And that's why I really do believe why so many libertarian talking heads and podcasters are saying these things. I can't think of any other reason. Because he did the exact thing that we advocate people to do in that situation. So if anyone can tell me what other reason they have for being so salty about this, if they can actually pragmatically explain how all of a sudden libertarian philosophies no longer apply in this situation. Someone explain it to me, because I'm waiting. I only keep hearing people repeat, dumb kid, no business. No one's explaining why you just threw out libertarian principles because this particular person actually did something libertarian, which I have to give him credit for, because like I said, Kyle was Young Bootlickers of America. I very much doubt that he is a Young Bootlicker of America now. Hopefully, he learned some lessons about the state while he was, being detained. But yeah, anyone watching this, are you salty? Are you mad? Are you mad at me for pointing out the fact that you're salty? Tell me why. Tell me why. Because I've been waiting since the beginning of this for because like I said, I expect it from the left. I don't expect it from libertarians to just throw your principles out the door for pure acceptance. It's kind of the opposite of what we do here. Maybe you'd be happier with the socialists. Go join the progressives, because you're not really making libertarians look good when you say that Kyle going out and doing what we advocate is childish and stupid. You are saying Your libertarian principles are childish and stupid. Someone explain this to me, please.